So Descartes starts off with this intuition that he is an entity that thinks. He doesn't know that he's real or physical. I shouldn't say real. He doesn't know that he's physical, but he believes that he's at least an entity that is thinking. He's a mind. All of reality may in fact be, physical reality may in fact be part of his mind. It may be an elaborate ruse, but he at least knows that there is a non-incorporeal reality where something like his soul exists. So then he tries to argue for the existence of the physical world through deduction. Now, he basically starts off, and for lack of anything better, I'm just going to give you this argument in about 30 seconds, but he gives an argument for the existence of God. And his argument from the existence of God starts off with the idea that, that he has an idea of what God is. The idea of God is an infinite idea, and an infinite can only be explained through an infinite being existing to come up with the infinite idea. So God must exist, an infinite must exist to give us the idea of an infinite. That's the basic idea. It's called an ideological argument. It's a little more complex, but that's essentially it. I don't really expect you to know that argument, but I at least thought I would mention it. So I say that. But then what happens is he then takes that idea that if God exists, he believes he's proven God exists. He then says that if God is as God conceives, God is all powerful, all loving, all caring, and God is this great infinite being, then God would not allow people to be deceived on such a grand scale as to think that there's a physical reality when there isn't. And so essentially God acts as a bridge that assures that physical reality exists and the mind exists, and that they correspond via God acting as an intermediary. And so that's basically what he does. He says he deduces the material world from the fact that God would not allow the material world not to exist. And how do they interact? Well, he says they interact via God.